The Todd and Don Show.
Hulyne on line 3 there on the Todd and Don Show. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, I think I recognize. Who's this?
This is Hulyne Christopher.
Hey, running for Cedar Park City Council, right?
Good morning.
Remind folks what seat you're running for?
I am running for place 3.
Place 3. What are the big issues in Cedar Park, Texas that are close to you?
Well, one of the big issues is following through on some of the projects that have already been funded and approved by the citizens of Cedar Park, such as the 2015 transportation bill that was over $90 million, and the bonds were approved and passed, and most of those road projects still have not been completed 4 years later.
Just kind of sitting there. That's kind of frustrating for Cedar Park folks, I bet.
Yes, it is, especially as they see the traffic issues getting worse while our population is growing.
Yeah, Cedar Park has been just ballooning over the past several years. It's a beautiful neighborhood. It's a great place. And for many, many years, Cedar Park has not been part of that Capital Metro taxing district. And I know that there are some that would love for Cedar Park to have Capital Metro there. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I just think that it costs too much and it does too little for people at this time. It would be 1 cent of every sales tax dollar, which last year would have been between $15 to $16 million.
Wow.
Which is a lot of money. That's about how much it costs to fund our entire police department.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't think people realize just, how much it would cost us just to have a Metro stop here.
I don't hear anybody in Cedar Park screaming for a Metro stop there at all. And I have a feeling, I don't know this for sure, but I bet the Leander City Council would like to get out of it somehow. Mm-hmm. I would think. I don't know for sure.
Yes, I think Leander regrets not staying out of Cap Metro. Like, we got out back in 1999, and we were able to use that money to get our 4A and 4B board, and we got the HEB Center and Costco and the park, and we've been able to do a lot of great things by staying out of Cap Metro.
And Cedar Park is one of those amazingly beautiful cities, but yet occasionally you have a candidate that wants to run to fix things. You know what I mean? Things are going bad, and you hear a lot of that from some progressive-type candidates. Things are going really good in Cedar Park right now.
They ain't hurting.
And on the verge of creating, you would know more about this than me, but they're on the verge of creating a new downtown, if you will, to the main corridor. Old 183, am I right about that?
Yes, I think you're referring to the Bell Boulevard project.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really not a downtown Cedar Park, is it?
Well,
I mean, where you would, Floyd the barber and hardware store.
I mean, you got the Nordstroms, you got the Chewy's restaurants, you got the Costco's. That's kind of a community gathering place. You got the rec center there in Cedar Park. That's a really cool place. Well, what do you want to do with Bell Boulevard? What's in the crystal ball in the future of Cedar Park for Bell Boulevard?
Well, I think that is an area of town that could really use some revitalization. I think it would be great and bring in some great sales tax revenue here. I think that the Bell Boulevard project is going to be great for Cedar Park. They have been very engaged with the citizens over the years, getting a lot of input and feedback from people as far as what they would like to see in their city. So I am all for it. I think that that's going to be a great addition, and I like how engaged they have been.
I'm going to ask you a tough question now, only because I've heard a couple of your opponents talking about this. There is some rumblings, and I'm kind of this may surprise you, but there have been some rumblings, some candidates, I haven't heard you say this, that would like to erect a homeless shelter in Cedar Park.
I have heard that as well, and I would be completely opposed to that.
Yeah. The churches are doing a pretty good job in Cedar Park, Texas, taking care of the folks that need help. I mean,
yes,
the church community does amazing things.
We have some great charities out here. We have the Reveal Resource Center Food Bank that feeds about 500 families a week, and they are even able to send the extra food over to Austin because they've had a surplus, and I think it's great to just leave that with the churches, and yes, I would not support a homeless shelter here in Cedar Park at all.
Tell folks how they can find out more information about you. What's your web address?
It is Christopher4CP.com.
There you go.
And my Facebook is also Facebook.com/Christopher4CP.
There you go. Hey, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
The Todd and Don Show.
9:34, Todd Jeffries, Don Pryor. As you know, we got early elections going on in various races across the area. A lot of school boards have ballot issues. They're calling for bond packages. And we just kind of threw the word out there that if you're running for office, you can call the show and we'll talk to you for a few minutes.
Here we go.
512-836-0590. And Rodney Robinson, running for Cedar Park City Council, place 5, it says on my screen. Rodney, good morning.
Good morning. How's it going, Todd?
It's going great. I'm looking at your website, and the first thing I notice, looking at the picture of the family, just another guy that outkicked his coverage, married way beyond his league.
Really? Let me look.
But yeah, it's but that's not your fault. It says here on the screen, let's see, you're a Texas Army National Guard guy, UT graduate. You're a family man, a conservative, a Texan. Talk to me about Cedar Park, Texas, and what's good, what's bad. What do you want to do as a councilman?
Well, Todd, this is the thing, man. I spent my entire adult life since I was 18 years old. I'm 39 right now. So for the last 21 years, I've served our great country, serving as a leader and a soldier in the United States Army and the Texas Army National Guard. So right now I am an active Guard Reserve soldier in the Texas Army National Guard, and I'm scheduled to retire this summer. And so last year when I dropped my retirement packet, I knew that I wanted to continue to be a part of something bigger than me and continue to serve and to help others. And so as the time got closer to get out of the military, the opportunity kind of presented itself like, maybe I should run for city council, because what better way to continue to serve and to help your family, your friends, the people that you live with, because I lived in Cedar Park for the last 14 years. And so I'm very passionate about this city because this is to me, Cedar Park has that hometown, small town flavor, sense of community feel.
Yeah.
I have 2 boys that are 10 and 7, and I love this community, and I want to continue to preserve what we have. However, over the last 5 years, I've kind of felt that things have began to slightly change a little bit. And, I understand, things are going to change, places are going to change. However, I feel like we're slowly losing that sense of community. And that there's a lot of people that are moving in to Cedar Park because, one, Cedar Park is it's very attractive for not only homeowners but also business owners. So I understand you got people from all over, whether it's California, Austin, Travis County, wherever, that desire to move to Cedar Park. And I'm like, it's great because we all moved to Cedar Park for a reason, and we want to stay here for a reason.
I love Cedar Park. I lived there for 20 years. About 2 years ago, I moved to Leander, and I'm still very close to the Cedar Park area. You got that 1431. You got Bell Boulevard. You got the all of the developments with Nordstrom's, Chewy's, and Costco, and that whole area right there.
A lot going on.
There's a lot of really good things that Austin likes to celebrate. That is actually in Austin. Torchy's Tacos, things like that.
Yeah.
That give that real community spirit and real community feel. And Rodney, do you think that is being threatened?
I don't necessarily feel like it's being threatened. I feel that because of some of the issues that Austin has, whether it's the social engineering, I guess that maybe that's a fancy word.
Sure, yeah.
But because of a lot of the social engineering that's going on in Austin, a lot of people are moving away from Austin and into Cedar Park because, it is a desirable place to live. I mean, think about it. We have that small town flavor, sense of community, but also when people move here, the convenience factor, everything, whether it's an H-E-B or, community shopping, 1890 Ranch, everything is within like a mile or 2 driving distance. It's relatively close. We have beautiful parks. Cedar Park is an extremely safe city, because if citizens don't feel safe, they're going to move away.
Right.
So it is a very safe city and it's very desirable. So for me, I want to preserve that. And I know that there are some people currently on city council that have a different agenda. Now, whether or not they come out and state that on air, they probably won't, but they have stated in other ways. And also there's people that are on Austin City Council that are actually supporting a couple of the council members right now that are on Cedar Park City Council. And my fear is essentially they're trying to impose a lot of what's going on in Austin into Cedar Park. And I know as a taxpayer and concerned citizen, we don't want a lot of what Austin has. That's why we live here in Cedar Park.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Jimmy Flanagan is the most progressive, Green New Deal kind of city councilman. He is actually the mayor of Cedar Park, Texas. He truly is.
Right?
He is the puppet master for the mayor of Cedar Park right now. Rodney, what are the big issues facing Cedar Park right now? Some specific issues.
What I can tell you is, my team and I, we've gone out, we've walked over 6,000 houses. And I'm not paying anyone to block walk. This is me and my team that are out there every day, if not on the weekends, are block walking and talking to the citizens. And what I've collected, for the most part, from the citizens that we spoke with, is that citizens, for one, they're concerned about their taxes. It's not that the citizens are not compassionate people and they don't want to help people, but they don't believe that the city should dictate how each citizen taxpayers' dollars should be contributed towards these social engineering programs, whether it would be a homeless shelter, whether it would be Cap Metro, whether it would be food bank pantry. It's not the city's job to decide that. If I want to donate money, let me donate money to my church or an organization that I want to donate my money to. Don't force individuals to do so. So that is a concern for citizens. Also, citizens are concerned because, again, this is a small town, but it's grown significantly. But they don't want to lose that sense of community.
Yeah, I got you.
They don't want Cedar Park essentially to turn into a California. If you think about it, people move from California, people move from Austin because of things that are going on. And they bring a lot of that into the city. And then as that begins to develop, people will get frustrated. Now they're paying too much in taxes. Now we have all this social engineering and all this stuff going on. Now we lost our sense of community. Well, then people are going to move out to Leander. And then they're going to move out to Liberty Hill. And they're going to keep moving away to a better place.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what's happening right now. My goal, again, I'm not a career politician. I've been a soldier my entire career, my life. I have a passion to serve. I have a passion to help people. And I want to protect what we have because I feel like we have something really great here.
Hey, Rodney.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back to your wife for a minute.
Oh,
how did you pull that off? Seriously.
How did you pull that off, man?
How did you end up with her?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm just going to thank God. I'm very blessed and very lucky. My wife is my rock, and if it wasn't for my wife, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I mean, she's been
saying all the right things.
You're saying all the right things to not have to sleep on the couch, Rodney. Good job. You're quick on your feet, man. Hey, tell folks the website that they can go find out more on you.
Yes, sir. So my website is Robinson, ROBINSON, FORCP.com, or you can also find me on Facebook, Robinson4CP as well.
There you go.
I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. And I want to continue to make Cedar Park a great place to live, work, and play. And essentially, I know people are going to get mad at me for saying this, but I want to keep Austin weird and keep it as far south as possible.
There you go.
There you go.
Rodney Robinson, Cedar Park City Council, running for place 5. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you.
The Todd and Don Show, weekday mornings, 5 to 10 a.m. on News Radio KLBJ.